The trial for the 3 men that killed X is getting ridiculous. It's day 8 of deliberations, and they've done a total of 26 hours, which is about 3 hours a day. Not really that good, to be honest. They asked for extra evidence today, which makes no sense. This is very alarming that they're taking this long because it could mean that they're going to let these guys walk. And I'm not even trolling here. And the judge gets annoyed at the state attorney in this too. He yells at her a little bit. So a little heat in this because she gets mad that they wanted to take Friday off. The ceiling is the only thing that's been showed recently because the jury is deliberating for days on end. Michael in the turtleneck, like always. This is all that's shown for 5 hours. Just this wall.
First one, the jury requests to view the social media of the defendants.
They want to see the defendant's social media. That's the first thing the jury requests after 5 hours today.
The request is that the jury is requesting to be able to use GPS or detailed maps to calculate distance between 2 points of interest.
They need GPS to calculate 2 points of interest? Dude. Oh, man. Getting me very worried that there's actually people in this jury that think these guys could be innocent. I know they're under a lot of pressure because they are deciding someone's fate. But in my opinion, the state attorney did a great job at showing that there were 2 phones together at all times throughout the day. And it was Diedrich and Michael's phone. And then Michael's seen moving the car around, hiding it with Trayvon, and then they flex money. All of them suddenly have money after. There's just so much that the jury already saw. It's crazy that they're still asking for questions like this, in my opinion.
I will listen to what both sides have to say on this, but my initial reaction to this is to remind them that this case must be decided only upon the evidence you've heard from the testimony of the witnesses and have seen in the form of the exhibits that are in evidence and these instructions.
The jury's only allowed to see what was evidence and what was presented in testimony and everything.
The GPS thing, definitely, there's nothing for that, and we can't add detailed maps that weren't put in before, and they're going to have to use their own ability to look at things and figure things out. As far as social media goes,
there wasn't any exhibits and evidence.
Other than there were some pictures from, and there were
pictures, yeah.
But they're already in there. I think they want access to their accounts.
You don't have that
in
evidence?
It's not in evidence.
And the only thing I would add is just that they are not, like there's an instruction saying they're not to do independent research on their own. Because I understand what Your Honor is saying, but to what Mr. Rivera said to add that on there, I'm asking.
Something to that effect in there.
Basically, everyone's in agreement here, even the state attorney and the defense, that they don't have the Instagram accounts or extra GPS evidence. It wasn't in the fucking trial in the first place. I mean, if that doesn't show you how, I kind of think some of these people in this trial are a little stupid. I know it's a little harsh to say, but it might be the truth here. But
you're probably going to disagree, but I would request that be read the reasonable doubt instruction again. Because I think it addresses their issue. They're looking for evidence they didn't get.
They're not talking about reasonable doubts. They're asking about things to view in the evidence. So.
Understood.
Oh my God, Trayvon's lawyer tries to bring up reasonable doubt again. He wants them to be read that again. She immediately starts shaking her head and the judge says, fuck now. Nice little Hail Mary right there to stick that in there for them. Imagine going up to a jury right now when they're deliberating the past week and be like, yo, did they prove this without reasonable doubt? Do you have any doubt in your mind? That was a nice try.
I don't even know that I need to tell them about the independent research. There's nothing to independently research. They don't have access to anything.
Where we're at right now, because they're asking about GPS, just so we cover all bases.
Well, when I dismiss them again
if I
tonight,
could just,
I will again tell them they're not to do any independent research and remind them.
That the answer is no. I know Your Honor's going to say no, but and because they are not to do any independent research, so they understand why. But if Your Honor's overruling, or that's fine. But I just wanted to at least get that out.
I don't know that we need to go beyond the instructions as they are here. So I'm going to answer both of these with the same answer by writing out that particular paragraph that's actually contained in 3.9.
Michael's been looking around a lot the past like 5 minutes. He's been really looking around. He seems anxious.
I already know Your Honor's answer. I have requested, and I still would request to see the correspondences that are going back. I think that's the party's rights. I understand Your Honor said no. So if Your Honor's going to write it, then that's fine. But we have that request. Your Honor said no, but...
Question be dismissed at 4 p.m. today. And
they're requesting to be dismissed at 4 p.m. today. Holy shit, dude. Why not just stick it out until like 6 or 7, get a few more extra good hours in, or 5 even?
The second one says, due to previously scheduled appointments, they're requesting to not meet tomorrow and instead convene Monday at 10:30.
They're requesting to not meet tomorrow and instead meet on Monday. There's no way, dude. I'm losing faith in this jury. They might let these guys walk. Dude, some of these fuckers in this jury might let these guys walk. That's what I think this is. They're really debating. They're really leaning towards letting these guys free, dude. This is so worrisome.
You know, State, I see a reaction from you, but when you had witnesses who had a home closing, you asked that the
Judge, I
court be
didn't say
suspended
anything
for the...
right now. I didn't say anything.
I'm making a record like you like to make records. I'm looking at your facial expressions. When you had witnesses who had personal things to do, we recessed the court for a day.
The judge just yelled at the state attorney because she reacted badly when they wanted to take off tomorrow. And he shoved it in her face saying they recessed for her witnesses. Oh, damn. The judge is getting fed up with the state attorney now. This is wild.
When we had hundreds of jurors, potential jurors come in, and most of which who said they in no way were interested in being involved in a case that was going to go more than a couple of weeks. I discussed with the jury that we would give them reasonable time in the morning to drop kids off and make accommodations for them to pick kids up.
Oh, that explains everything. The judge just said that someone on the jury needs time to drop their kids off at school and pick their kids up. So that's why they've been starting at 10:30 and ending at 4 every day. I mean, I'm going to be honest, boys. Maybe you shouldn't be on a jury then. Honestly, probably shouldn't be on the jury if you have to pick your kids up and all that. I feel like that could have been a good way to get out of this, but you know, whatever.
So I don't find anything unusual in a case where we've asked them to come in for almost, to clear 2 months of their schedule, for them not to be able to make previously scheduled doctor's appointments. I don't have any difficulty granting these requests. And it wasn't just the state. The parties also had matters during the trial where they asked, can we not be in session on this day? Can we start later on this day?
Wow, this is crazy.
And I think it's somewhat disingenuous for the parties now to grumble about their scheduling. The determination of verdicts, important matter, cannot and should not be rushed. It helps neither side. They will take the time that they need to take to attend to some personal affairs tomorrow. That's fine. On Monday at 10:30 a.m. Deliberations may only take place when all of you are present and in the deliberation room.
And that's it. That's the 8th day of deliberations. They've done a total of 26 hours. They're averaging 3.25 hours a day deliberating. I know it's probably like personal things and the judge might have done some of that, but like, can we bump this up to like 6 hours a day or something, dude? I'm losing faith in this jury though. They might let these guys walk, dude. I'm not even trolling. This is unreal. I thought this was going to be like a day or two of deliberations, like 5 hours, maybe. Honestly, that's what I really thought it would be, but no. We're going on the 8th day and I'm losing complete faith. There's definitely people in this jury that think that these guys did not do it. Asking for more evidence too about Instagram accounts and GPS. There was like hours of testimony and evidence presented to them already with all that information. They weren't writing it down, and I'll keep covering this. If you're new, subscribe from me on Twitter and Instagram. Peace out, boys.